Yo, what's up, everybody? Like I always say, the system needs somebody to pick on. And now Trump talking about deporting citizens. First he said he wanted to deport citizens, then he said he wanted to deport criminals and stuff like that. And technically, they don't deport people. They arrest them. They're arresting people and throwing them in jail. That's what they're doing. They're not deporting them. They're throwing them in jail. How would you like to sit in jail for months and years at a time for just, wanting to work and feed your family? And then they talk about, then they want to make them, they want to force them into slave labor and make them work for $1 or for some chump change or some shit. You're arresting the people at their workplace. And then you want to give them, and then you talk about you want them to serve time. No, you think you're going to deport them, but you want them to serve time. Technically, that's what they're doing. They're serving time. You got these people in jail just sitting there, boy, and they got them sitting in this makeshift jail, and you know that shit is going to be like mosquito hell. Nothing in there but mosquitoes, because they get them thin little blankets to cover themselves. It's gonna be nothing but mosquitoes out there in that place, out there in the Everglades. In the Everglades is where the Seminole come from. Seminole means runaway slave. You got the Florida State Seminole. Seminole means runaway slave. That's what it means. But they don't tell you that. And then the logo on the helmets are white. It is color white. They're not a human white. They're not a Caucasian white. They're white like this. I think you call us OPEC. I'm not sure. You ever notice on the football helmets they're white? Them Seminoles were black. Seminole means runaway slave. That's what happened. I know I'm getting off the subject, but when slaves would run away from South Carolina, they had to go through Georgia. Georgia was created as a buffer state to stop slaves from running away. That's why the state of Georgia was created. So what America did is America invited over France, England, and Germany. And what France, England, and Germany did is they emptied all their prisons and their mental institutions, and they sent them to live in the state of Georgia. And that's how the state of Georgia was founded. And it was to stop slaves from running away, because slaves would run away from South Carolina, and they would go hide in they would mix up with the Indians, with the Seminoles. And that's what and the Seminoles would protect them. They would join the Seminole tribes. Seminole means runaway slave. But you got the Florida State Seminoles with the logo, and it's white like this. But back to what I was saying is they got the people in the Everglades, they ain't got nothing to cover themselves and to protect them from the mosquitoes. The guards down there, I know they got to have guards down there. They said they're not going to escape because they got the wildlife, and the people, once they escape, there's nowhere to go. They'll be attacked by the wildlife and stuff like that. That's messed up. But back to what I was saying is, I remember when I was growing up, back in the 60s and the 70s, it wasn't the Mexicans that was labeled the bad guys. It was the Puerto Ricans, and that's when you had the West Side Story and stuff like that. And it was to make Puerto Ricans look like they were bad people. There's good and bad in all races. You got good white people, you got bad white people, but you got good and bad in all races. You got bad people and black people. You got good people in white and black families. You got bad people in black families. But they make it seem like the whole race is bad. That's the propaganda, to make the whole race look bad. So it's to make all Mexicans look bad. It's to make back when I was growing up, it was to make all Puerto Ricans look bad. And I remember there's nothing new. Back when I was growing up, you had, I remember it was Nixon, I think it was. And everything was about war and protecting America. And the Russians and the Germans are coming to get us and all that other stuff. And Martin Luther King and Malcolm X was marching and stuff. This is nothing new what's going on. It's the same thing. They just changed it a little bit. But that's the point I'm trying to make. There's nothing new going on. There's nothing new going on right now. They're trying to make it seem like they want to ship America, but they want to ship black Americans. But black Americans make a lot of money for America. They make money in the football teams, basketball teams. They make money in sports, even in the college dynamics, because the colleges got these sports programs. A lot of these colleges wouldn't survive if they didn't have sports programs. White people make a lot of money off of black people. Now, during slavery, 99% of black people work for white people. After slavery, today, 98% of black people work for white people. Black people make a lot of money for this country. So when Trump talk about kicking all the black people out, I don't know. I don't know. I don't see it happening. And the thing is, black people come with America. We came with America. We've been in America since its conception. We done fought in every war that America has had. We've been in this country since its conception. But they want to stop people on the street and try to check their papers and stuff like that. Like we in Russia or Germany or somewhere. Or we're Ostrich or something. Wherever that place is called. This is nothing new what's going on. Nothing new. All right, y'all. Take it easy.